Hello guys, so today let's talk briefly about the DV lottery. So the DV lottery is always launched every year from the month of October, and the date is the 4th of October to the 7th of November. So every year the United States issues about 55,000 diversity visas to people all over the world. So if you're coming across this platform for the very first time, just like, share, and comment, ask your questions, and we will be there to give you some answers to the questions. Okay, so before playing the DV lottery, these are some of the things you have to put in place before you play the DV lottery. So you don't have to rush to play the DV lottery because right now, I'm sure the site is gonna be very busy. Everybody's struggling to apply. It doesn't matter when you apply. The most important thing is that you have to apply before the deadline, which is the 7th of November. So the first thing is you should have an email address. It is always good to create an email address because if you use your personal email, the day the result comes out, it's gonna come to your email. You will use that same email. So the next thing is in the form you would also put in your name, first and last name, and the next thing is date of birth, address, marital status. Are you married or single? Please, here you have to be very careful. Don't put married when you're not married. Don't put single when you're married. Make sure what you put in there should be correct. Okay, so these are the two minimum qualifications you must have for you to be able to play the DV lottery. The first thing is you must have at least a high school certification. Then the second thing is you must have at least 2 years of working experience. What's a working experience? Let's say, for example, you were a tailor and you've been doing that for some years. Let's say you're a mechanic. Let's say you did agriculture, or you did something that has a specialty. So what you have to do is you need to get a work certification for what you've been doing for the past years, and that's gonna be like a proof when you go to the interview. So you can play without a high school, or you can play without a certification or a work experience, but the day the result comes out, even if you've made it at the DV lottery, when you get to the interview you have to show proof of that. So you need to make sure your name is correct, date of birth, your country of origin. You need to put in an email and make sure your information is correct. This is the most important thing when you are playing your DV lottery. That should be the picture. That is what disqualifies a lot of people. You need to make sure the picture you're putting in there is exactly what is required. So the picture should reflect exactly what they want during the selection, because when your picture is wrong, the system is just going to disconnect. It's just going to disqualify you automatically. So you need to make sure the picture you're putting in there. I always advise people to use a digital camera, because a digital camera has a better image than when you use your phone. When you use a digital camera, and you don't have to use an old picture, you just make sure the picture has the criteria that is needed. And once you fill your form, you then submit, and you just need to wait for the results, and the results will be released in the month of May 2024. So the DV lottery for this year you are playing will be the DV lottery 2025, and the results gonna be out on the month of May 2024. Ask your questions so that we can be able to assist you, and share this video to other people so that they can be helped. Guys, go and play your DV lottery. Don't say you've been playing for years. Don't say you've been playing for ages. No one knows. Just go ahead and play your DV lottery.